But until that day, we'll start recording right now. Got that? You hear that? My name's Micus.
My name's Danny C.
And you're listening to
It
Shouldn't Have to Be This Hard. Well, a lot going on this week. It's a long week, right?
Well,
Short week? How was it for you?
it was longer than it should have been, but, you know, made it through another week.
You're there?
Yeah. I mean, I do have that weird schedule, though. I mean, I'm working Friday to
Mm.
Monday, so
Time you getting up? Bright and early? Taking all day?
usually I get up around 11.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but then I try to make time for the gym, and
So what are your nights like then? If you're up at 11?
I don't know. I don't think I fall asleep till like maybe midnight, 1.
Oh, man, you're doing the zombie dance, aren't you? Do you like that?
I don't know. My body's just used to it, dude.
Mm.
It's like I want to go to bed earlier, but it just doesn't happen.
Burn that candle at both ends.
Yep.
But you're making it. You're here. Had a nice week. There's a lot of stuff going on. What have you been up to this week? What is your schedule? You up early, or did you get to sleep in too?
No, I have to wake up at like 6 in the morning.
Oh, 6. I'm right there with you. Children, little ones, of course. So now, how do you
got
get
that
going in the
wrong.
morning? Do you caffeine or just naturally awake?
I kind of just have to, I don't know, wake myself up
Mm-hmm.
little by little.
You don't
Mhm.
you don't like wake up 20 minutes a little earlier than you're supposed to, so you can kind of dread the day and
Sometimes.
soak in the
yes,
sadness.
But this week that wasn't the case. This
Ooh.
week I was actually
mm.
perfectly rested.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, I didn't have anything disrupting my sleep.
That's the way to do it. When you can just lay on that pillow and your eyes roll back and you do the Undertaker and you get the good. What is it supposed to be like 7-8 hours? We're supposed to get. We don't get
Supposedly.
that. We don't get 7 or 8 now.
You know, when I was in the military and you were on extra duty,
Mhm.
they were only legally they only need to allow you 4 hours of sleep. That's I guess they did studies and
Oh my
people
gosh.
can function on 4 hours of sleep alone.
So is that like the
So-
limit?
Yeah, they're like we can keep you as long as we need to. You only need to sleep like 4 hours. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So you
Yeah,
got used to that at some point, I assume.
Well, back when I was in the military, I was cooking.
Mhm.
So I'd be up in the kitchen like at 4 in the morning. Probably wouldn't leave till like 9 at night. Sometimes just depends what we were doing. And yeah, just got used to some weird, funky hours.
Is that what helps you today then? Would you say, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Not
don't-
as
I don't
harsh?
try to complain about work anymore because it's just like, I did the worst of it. So
soften the
everything
blow.
else seems to be like, yeah, I walk in the park.
Yeah. No complaints, noble leader.
Yeah.
I see. Good call.
I lead the way.
But I think I relate with you when you say waking up at 6. Sometimes what gets me up is not having coffee and getting cut off by a parent running late. That does it for me. Almost every time I'm fired up, my adrenaline's there. All of a sudden I'm white knuckling and I went, whoa, kid in the car. What are you doing? Slow down. You're not alone. You have to realize there's a kid in the car. So priority comes in and rationale takes over and I'm not getting upset. I'm just telling them they're number one as they pass by. That's all we're doing. They're number one. So we don't let the children know what we're doing. But yeah, I feel you on the waking up early thing. If it wasn't for the children, I believe I'd probably get up later, take my time. Working at home has its advantages, but its disadvantages. Your bed is in the other room. So if you want to go take a quick nap, you have to kind of be disciplined and tell yourself, no, get to work. So lucky me. But what else besides Endgame? We're not going to do spoiler edition here. No spoilers. We're not going to do that. Not everyone's seen it, for one. And
So I haven't seen Shazam.
that's all.
That's one
Shazam,
movie I've
okay.
been wanting to watch, and I just haven't got around to it.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Me neither. You see
I
Aquaman?
don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like I don't like going to the movies by myself.
Mhm.
So I mean, I probably have time to go by myself, but I'd rather.
Why wouldn't you like to go to the movies by yourself?
I don't know. It just seems weird. Like
Nobody can
I'm in-
see you.
but I'm saying like I'm in my 30s by myself, like just sitting there.
So it's not being in the theater. It's the preamble before, waiting in line alone, getting your popcorn or whatever alone, and then being seen walking alone.
Wouldn't you kind of judge somebody, like
Oh,
older
yeah.
gentleman
I wouldn't.
standing in line by
Okay,
himself?
okay.
Well, you're not older. You're like about my age, so
Well,
I wouldn't think anything
I don't know. You kind of
If
know
I was
me.
like
so-
15, I'd be like, this dude.
Being more judgmental at a younger age.
Yeah.
Being older,
Yeah.
thinking, I just want to see the movie and go home.
Exactly, but like Shazam's kind of showcasing for people of younger age now.
Right. So you're gonna get those younger people there.
Yeah,
Sure.
so
Oh
it's
yeah.
like, look at
'cause
this fucking nerd in his 30s watching.
You want to hear
Shazam.
their comments and they're like posting. You're all depressed. Eating
Eating
your
my
popcorn.
popcorn by myself. My special edition
Special
bucket.
special edition bucket with a hole in the bottom. You're like, oh, surprise on me. Good. Yeah. Okay.
Was that when we went to Endgame and I got the special edition tin can? You were like, "You're not gonna cut a hole in there." I was like,
Please
"Dude,
don't
I
cut
need
a
a can opener."
But he's all.
The fuck?
I'm like, no, it's Endgame.
Knock knock.
All right, it's Endgame. Fine, I'll play. That was
Uh,
good popcorn, though. Would you put in
yeah.
that popcorn?
You're disgusting. Mike.
I know,
Was-
but I did not see Shazam as well.
Uh-huh.
Did you see Shazam? Shazam? I can't even Shazam.
What's the last? Tell them what's the last movie.
Oh
you saw?
no!
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
And why?
'Cause Chris Pine is in it.
Not the whole reason.
That's the
all
plot of
other
the
women
movie.
went.
Is Chris Pine.
I mean, yeah, the movie, yeah.
Okay. Did you like Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman or Wonder Women? I can't
Wonder
see any of the movies today. Okay.
Oh, so you like that scene where he was taking a bath?
Oh, everything. But yeah, that was.
D, all the above.
That's her screensaver on her fucking phone right there. A little
Chris.
Chris in the bath.
In the bath? That's it?
It's like, what is that? He's like, oh.
This thing?
Did you see Aquaman? Anybody see
Oh,
Aquaman?
I haven't seen that one either.
See? We're behind on our DC. Shame
Is it,
on all
do you
of
think?
us.
Do you think maybe because we've been disappointing in the past, that it's like we're kind of putting it off? Seeing
I
it?
don't want to be hurt again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was after.
It's like an abusive relationship.
Batman,
you
Superman.
go back to.
Mm-hmm. Take more. And then they're like, it's okay. It'll be okay. And you're like, no, it's not.
It's like
Let's
I've
go give it
changed.
you.
I've changed. I promise. You're like, I don't know if I can trust you.
She's all, Batman versus Superman. She's like, Aquaman,
Did you see
Aquaman,
Batman versus
Aquaman. And you're like, oh, okay, okay.
No?
Mm.
Yeah.
I think we all need
You're
to
not really a movie person. huh?
catch up on our
I
DC.
haven't been recently.
Movies, period. Just across the board movies.
No movies.
Oh,
Hmm.
sounds like some nights to be left alone. I'm going to further comment on you going alone. I go alone. I go alone. I like it.
What
To movies
Showtime
alone.
do you go to?
I'm already past the point of judgment, so I have no problem going. I'm like, I'm alone. Better film this. I'll wave. I have no problem going out there. I saw Matrix 2 and 3 alone in my 20s. Saw it alone. It was like, sit front row. I'm watching tennis match. I don't care. This is great. All alone, popcorn, the whole deal. Walked out. And I'm like, that sucked. and then went home. But I did it alone. I started at that moment, and then I realized you can do this alone. It led me down a path of doing things alone. I used to go to Disneyland alone. Sounds like the worst, most depressing thing, the happiest place on earth, alone. It's the best ever. First thing you do is you look for somebody's hand like you always go with. So that's the first thing you kind of like innately like, oh, I don't have a party. Then what I did, I joined other parties. And
made
it's
friends.
Disney. You made friends, but I made funny friends. So I'm in the line at Space Mountain, and there's 5 people, 5 Asian people that look nothing like me. But because you're at Disneyland, they don't want to exclude everyone. So guess what happens? 5, and then or they say 6, and then they go 2, 2, and they're looking at you, and I go 6, and I talk for the group. Next thing you know, you're sitting next to somebody and they're looking at you weird, and I go, "Hi, nice to meet you." And you're shaking their hand, you're getting to know them, and you go on the ride, you get off, you have a laugh, and then you do something stupid on the photo, and then you take a picture of that, and you have your own memory. You photobomb their memory, and you left. It's
Yeah.
awesome. That
Technology's
path, I'm
great. I mean, instead of spending $40 on a picture.
It's so, and you have your own memories.
Yep.
It even got me thinking there could be a I bombed your DisneyPhoto.com, and you could do that if you had a pass,
That'd be interesting.
and just sit there and go on the same ride. I would do that. You could do everything. It'd be a thing. But that path would only happen if I didn't go to the movies alone. It wouldn't have happened.
See, that path brings me to this other idea we were talking about earlier. How, you know, are people in their 20s being kind of like babied into, you know, their parents still doing things for them?
There's some people, I think, yeah, definitely.
Like
Mhm.
you had a situation at your job, no, where mother had to order.
Yes, the girl was totally like looking at her mom every time I asked them something. Like, okay, can I get you something to drink? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Am I not here? Or
Yeah.
And so the mom would be like, oh, she wants a Pepsi, and then I'll get this. And I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. So I walk back, and I'm like, that's freaking weird. Go back, give them their drinks. And then I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get their order. And the daughter looks up at me, she's like, you know what I want? And I'm like, it just bothers me, you know? Because I look at the mom like, really?
What's the age range? What do you say?
She was far, I would say maybe between 18 and early 20s.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
so she was
definitely.
already,
That's
like,
old
up
enough.
there,
You
in
think?
my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, in my situation that happened to me
Mhm.
at work recently, this girl, you know, came in frantic that her dog was, you know, having difficulty breathing. She was like 15, 18 years old, somewhere around that age.
Mhm.
And I mean, you could kind of tell this dog probably needed to go when she just had that problem of just letting her pet go. So
It's pretty normal, right? If you love your pet, you want to
yeah,
let it go.
I mean, if
Which-
you're willing to spend the money, because the bill came out to like something like $2,000.
Yeah, that's expensive.
And but the mother just was like, you know, do you when time came, you know, do you want CPR on your pet if something happens overnight?
Mm.
She couldn't make that decision. She kept looking at her mom like, I don't know, mom. Like, what should I do?
Mm-hmm.
And her mom's like, this is your decision. Like, you need to make this decision. Like, you're a big girl now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, you know, she kept having to remind her, like, you're at that age now that you need to make your own decisions. But honestly, during the whole time that, you know, we're doing what we're doing for her pet, we're kind of watching her on camera. She's sitting on her mom's lap. Now, she's like a 20-something-old woman
Oh my goodness.
sitting on her mother's lap.
Yeah. Mm. For visual size, like, was this two large people? Because I just don't see this happening in a chair in the waiting room
Was it
at a
like a
vet.
bench?
No,
Yeah.
it was their metal chairs. I mean, with like the
Uh-huh.
cushion.
Okay.
I mean, they could bear weight.
Right.
But you know, the mother's like in her 40s, and
Yeah.
then the daughter.
Was this girl at least like petite?
No. She
Okay,
was
that's
a little
I'm trying-
thick.
Okay.
So then
It's a
her, I don't know
visual.
if it was like her friend zone friend. I mean, it's a male.
Mm.
He's over here trying to comfort her, putting his arm around her, you know, trying to pat her back. But it's like she'd rather just sit on her mom's lap, and I thought that was kind of weird.
But
So
how did the guy look towards this? Did he care,
I
or
mean,
was he like, "This is normal"? Like, he normal.
I
This
think
is normal. He's in
he-
the yeah
like I said, he seemed like that friend zone guy. That
friend
you-
zone. Okay.
You know, if you've ever been in the friend zone, then you kind of understand, like, this girl can't do no
I've seen
wrong.
that. I've seen that. Yeah.
So basically, I mean, she could be having affairs with some other guy, and he's like, I'm totally cool with this. She'll come back to me.
Mm.
That kind of
Oh,
attitude,
that's
right?
deep.
Yeah, so that's how deep he was in the friend zone. So I
Bad
don't
for
think
the
it,
team
it,
that
like,
didn't even show up. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I don't think it like, you know, weirded him out or anything.
Mhm.
He's probably, I mean, at this point, I think he's probably used to that kind of behavior from her.
Does it seem like beyond mama's girl?
Yeah.
Like, I need help with my daily life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then she even told her, like, will you at least pick her up in the morning? And she was like, no. And
Wow.
so the mom had to go pick her up.
Oh my God.
So I'm just like, yeah, she's babied. This girl is just so fucking babied.
I've seen, not at work, obviously, because I'm here alone, but at a gas station. Girl got told, the mom's yelling at the daughter, go get 20 on 2. 20 on 2. That girl thought she was doing algebra because she didn't know what to do. She goes, 20 on 2. She walks in there and tells the guy 20 on 2 and comes back out. She has the money in her hand still and says, 20 on 2. What's 20 on 2? She didn't understand what that meant. So when she comes back out, the mom looks at her and goes, why do you still have the money? She says, because I told the guy 20 on 2. And then he was yelling at me. Give him the money. She didn't understand. She thought she had to come back and put the money in the machine, just like where the credit card goes. So she thought because she was doing a cash purchase, you have to tell them inside first, because she explains this to her mom in her child brain, that's how it worked. Wow. When I was a kid, about 5th grade, my mom said, get out of the car. Show you how to pump gas. This goes in, you open this, turn this, Here, you pick 87 because we don't buy that. We don't have a race car. We're not a premium. If you do, talk to your dad. He has those cars. This is different. You're putting 87 in it. You're just fine. Okay. Forever grateful for that tool of putting gas in a car.
Yeah,
I know times change, but that
when-
is responsibility at a young age.
When I was a kid, my dad, being that English is his second language, Spanish is his first, he'd usually have me and my brother order food, like from McDonald's or wherever it is that we went to. And, at first I was afraid to do it because just like, I don't know this guy, like, that interaction. But like, if I didn't do it, then I'd get a smack in the face. So it's just like, would I rather get a smack in the face or would I rather, order food?
Less of two evils.
Yeah, so I mean that's how I learned, but everybody's got their own learning experience to go through. You've said that your 14-year-old like does his own whatever you tell him to do, right? Or he does it on his own.
He knows how to do everything. He knows how to make himself a meal, wash his clothes, put gas in my car.
Hey, they got to learn those things. Even write a check.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Learn how to fill out applications, forms. My dad's 67, and he still has my mom make his appointments for his eyes and his ears and whatever, at that age that you get to. I don't know if I've ever seen my dad make an appointment. I don't know if that's generational or what. You can get to certain things as households, how things were run before, and then how they trickled down, how those kids turned out. My dad's the generation where it was like the first kids to turn out. There's no reruns, and you watch TV. And my dad's stuck in Andy Griffith land. He loves that kind of TV. Still does, So I'm sure. I get him. Almost. That we don't move on from what we like too. So we're gonna be that age like and we like. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna like some of the modern stuff too.
Yeah.
We're just at a different mold in our generation. So I know there's reverse things. You ever had that reverse? We're talking about kids that don't have that. You ever tried to do, I don't know, Photoshop? Watch a kid that's 14 and go, move. And then just whip around you and you go like, oh my God, I feel old. I never would have thought that. You ever find yourself in that situation where you feel old with technology?
Yes.
Yeah.
For example, I found, this is hard to even get out. I was sitting in this room and I went all the way across the house to change the Spotify because I thought you had to go in front of it. It's Wi-Fi. You just press the button. Yeah, that's old. You like go in front of it like infrared, and I'm like, oh my God, it's not a
gotta
display. I'm
point it
like,
at it.
yeah, I'm pointing it at it. I'm like, it's Wi-Fi, and I turn around, and walk, head shame, got all the way down, sat down, and went, you're old. What do you didn't have to be in front of it. It's the whole point of the technology, man.
Yeah.
Those reverse things catch me all the time. That comes with age.
It's crazy too how even different nationalities have different customs.
Sure.
So when, like, example, marrying out of race, it's hard to get used to the way they think, the way they do things, what their customs are, what's normal for them, and to us it's kind of like, why are you doing that? Yeah.
Right. Normal. That makes complete sense. Anything specific that stands out that you've noticed?
Just, I think,
Holidays.
yeah. Well, okay, for example, let's say my ex.
Okay.
He's currently my ex right now. My recent
It might
one.
change.
Like in their culture, I don't want to say the culture specific.
Mhm,
I guess later on we'll find out whatever. But
Might slip out.
yeah, it might slip out. Like the men aren't allowed to be in the kitchen.
Mm.
They're not allowed to cook.
Okay.
It's the woman does everything, and the man kind of just sits back and enjoys his food.
And you're okay with
Well,
that, or
actually-
do you find that like is a problem, or?
I kind of don't care.
Mhm.
Because I feel like if the guy wants to be in here, he can be in here. If he wants to help, he can help.
Mhm.
Like I'm not gonna be like, no, out. Like,
Right.
Get out of here.
Give me the help.
Yeah.
Well, like in my
Or-
in my first marriage, my mom would get mad because I would do my wife's laundry. Like I'm like, well, I'm doing my laundry, and I figured I can do hers. Like, what's the matter? And I would share doing meals, stuff like that. And it's just like in her mind, I was wrong for even doing that.
Mm.
And I
From the
noticed,
get-go start.
and I noticed when I was in Mexico visiting like family, the women are always in the kitchen, and then serving, and then they're always the last ones to eat. So that's just
Cultural.
cultural for
Sure.
Mexican women, I guess, to do that sort of